Hello everyone and welcome back to some more of Dwarf Fortress 2014. Someone went nutso and bad things will happen here, but that's fine, we have a military. If dwarves go berserk, they die. Were you actually part of the squad? I guess you must have been. Well, shit son. Okay, that means we need another dwarf for this squad. Do we have anyone we can spare? Well, we have a 6th level mason who is not that necessary. You know what, Dumat? You are in fact part of the golden treasures now. Dumat. Yes, I guess I must have added a wounded dwarf to the thing. Okay, you at least have clothing, right? Yes, you do. And yet you are upset. Oh well. Okay, let's take a look at some of these silver maces. Clearing Anguished. Goblin Blood Spatter, 8 kills. 3 goblins, 1 troglodyte, 1 troll, another goblin, elkbird and a crundle. That's not horrible. The Band of Notches. Oh, okay. Okay. So, one notable kill, Solon Lancer chewed the dwarf. So this was used to put down a dwarf. You know, that's absolutely freaking amazing. I love it. Also, we're gonna start putting down some ropes here, just to start getting the prison online, because the captain of the guard will get stressed due to there not being enough, you know, justice buildings. And by justice buildings, of course, it means rooms that are essentially prisons. That's the thing, there isn't enough prisonry for his liking, and he'll get upset because of that, and we don't want that if we can avoid it. How is this proceeding? Ever so gradually. Anything I want here? Not for that little, no. And there would be too much trouble for far too little gain. Now these I would love to access, if I could. So, okay. Why don't we order a dig like this, then a dig like this. Don't worry, I'll make this work. Then a dig like this, and eventually with the building of floors and stuff we'll get there. And it'll be awesome. Now I assume that you're... No, it isn't, because it hasn't been engraved yet. Well, what about here? You are happily engraving, which will make the dwarves happier. Okay. This will need to be dumped, for obvious reasons. Okay. Now the prison rooms are getting worked on, that's good. Yes, so we did have a bit of a rough patch there in the fortress, but we completed one of our mega projects, and we did get things to calm down a bit. We will be fine in the long run. I'm sure of it. And the water level is mostly low enough that it's actually possible to access the gems in most places, which is good. And this will actually give us a pretty big cavern for the cutting of trees as well, which is, well, a valuable thing all of its own. Obviously. You are coming to gather those granite blocks, I assume? Probably. Okay, Fathkir. The sack of fudging! Oh god. So, essentially 8 kills. So there are 7 goblins. And I think he actually killed the squad leader for the goblins as well, which is good. which is good. And the fact that they're suspending a few things, that's totally okay as well. They will... That's just cause we ordered the stone to be dumped and the door is trying to build on the same spot and they have a conflict. That'll be fine. And I'm just gonna order some doors built here right now so that the people can get happily started on that. Is this suspended? No, that's fine then. Yeah, and it's just a matter of time until all of that gets done. It'll be fine. Okay. So, those are elves. Here is how much I care. Not. Oh, holy crap, we have a lot of meat. Where the frack from? Well, if that's the case, we need to lavish meal it up, hey. And do we have a decent cook? We have a crappy cook and a not-so-crappy cook. Okay, so we're okay on cooks. We're not great, but we're okay. That's good. It's actually good. Alright. And what the fuck are you doing with that? What the fuck is that even? Just leave it there. Now you're carrying it elsewhere. Are you just stuck with it? Oh, come on. Come the fuck on. Also, I should probably set this as a furniture storage. I do know that there is goblinites still outside, but I'm willing to wait on that a bit. Now, what do you actually have here? What shall we have? Forbid all of that and forbid this, but allow for green glass. Then bars blocks will allow for, well, green glass again. No. No, 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 other way around. There we go. So now they should happily store all of that crap in there, and that should be good. That should be good. Okay. Okay. They came with wood and stuff, so why don't we bring up a weapons bin? No, we don't want to do that because that might disrupt these. We don't have much else that we can trade with them, actually. I mean, we can always sell them some of this trash. Right? Could always sell them some of that. You are happily bringing that here, which is, again... Oh, let me guess. That is counted as a weapon and trap component, isn't it? So, metal, stone... and green glass. Yeah. So bring those up. I wonder if you could make a glass bolt. Probably not, but it would be cool if you could. Just shoot someone with a sharpened piece of glass. That would be nasty. I would totally do something like that. Especially to elves. They're fucking annoying in this game. Just such little bitches, you know? And you're happily encrusting things with cut clear glass gems, and that is fine, fine, fine. Now we have milk quartzes here and clear pineapple opals apparently here. Pineapple opals, yes. And you are just running around madly. Okay. Okay, health. So you know that... Right, and I guess you can't sleep because you are... Oh no, he's sleeping. Okay then. If we fail to trade with elves, I'm still okay with it. We produce our own booze. And... Actually... Kitchen. Okay, I don't think we can actually use sweet pods. And we have plenty of seeds, so we're good on that. I think everyone is just busy with Wait, we can have more than... Okay, that's plum helmet spawn, that's pigtail seeds, cave wheat, rat wheat. Okay, we're getting rid of all of those. Yes, you can cook those as well, that's fine. So you're gonna happily cook the lavish meals, hopefully, eventually. And that's gonna be an awesome thing. And you're happily bringing those over, which there would be a few, I guess. A few. This digging hasn't even really started yet, which is interesting. You know, this doesn't need to be perfect. Something like this will work. Okay, so why don't we instead do something like this and ditch this, and then we'll just make a thingy across like that, and that'll be fine. Yes, think that sounds pretty good. Now here, if I could actually lower the water level around here a bit more, that would make things a lot easier. And then again, it's not too bad really, when you get right down to it. Okay, apparently we have enough ash bars. Yes, once the making of pearl ash catches up, we will actually be pretty okay on the wood, because the consumption of wood will go down a ways. Though, right, clearly there is a lot of that going on. Clearly. I wonder if I should maybe dig around in this mountain a bit more and get that done. Okay, so make room, used by justice, make room, used by justice, make room, used by justice. I don't need all of them to be finished at this just yet, because, well, I just made sure that I would have enough for the most population I could ever actually have. And for now we only need 8 to ensure that the guy does not go mad, and that is fine. So there, you actually have plenty of cages. So you're good there, I would say. And everyone's happily dumping all the things. Again, perfectly fine. There are a lot of things to dump, to be sure, though. But, you know, eventually we'll get there and it'll be glorious. Dangerous terrain, eh? Did you actually... No, apparently not, so that's fine. So, okay, so that's indigo tourmalines. They're actually worth a fair bit, it turns out. I did take a glance at the Dwarf Fortress wiki to compare the values of different gems. That's the thing, and... The fuck? Why is there a red sandbag here? Definitely not. These should be kept here, though. Bronze shield attachments, eh? Okay. Golden treasures. Yeah, you just keep practicing with your crossbows. We'll give you maces later, once you are good and practice with those and can... How bad is this? Really? Also, do you have proper armor? You do. Okay, that's good. You have a bismuth bronze crossbow. Interesting. Okay, how bad is this? Fractured and dented. Alright. So, actually, important question. Because we can't engrave a great hall, right? Okay, JMQ golden gold statue 20 will be fine. We'll make 20 of those, and we will suspend the goblets for now. Yeah, we'll do that. And they don't have to be absolutely perfect, I just need this done, so I'm gonna enable the second smith on those as well. Now, I only have one armor and weapons guy in the same person. Well, actually I have a second armor guy, but he's also a good miner, and I'd rather not pull him off of that if I can avoid it. Okay, so you should go over here and weapons. Actually, what about armor? Like, there are some copper things which I have absolutely no need of, and I can sure sell them for awesomeness, really. So let's do that. Let's bring enough of that up to make things work, and that should be relatively easy given how little there is bound to be that we actually want from the elves. So, you know, that should be not a problem at all. Lots of tetrahedrite here, that's fine. And those goblins are starting to stink. Wonderful. And yeah, yeah. Well, eventually we will get goblin bone, and that will be glorious. And by goblin bone I mean that we will start using goblin bone to make good things happen. So we might want to enable some more things, or some more people on bone carving. Like, you currently don't have a job, do you? You're just hauling things. Who else is just doing nothing of real importance, really? Because there's bound to be a few people that aren't doing much of anything. What about you? You are a blacksmith, you will be busy for a while. Anyone who is doing a important job, but something that is done rarely, right? That isn't being done all the time. We can enable them as a secondary thing, like this guy. We obviously did glassmaking, that's a major industry. We have a specific weaver. You know, you be a spinner and a bone carver and a plant processor. That is perfectly fine. That's the perfect person for that job, really. Because with this amount of bone we have, we want this working around the clock to produce. Why the fuck does this have teeth? Bones and shells? No, fuck shells. Fuck shells, not interested. Those get brought outside. Are we actually getting vomit? Do we have cave adaptation? Oh. Well, at least most of the people should be okay with that, right? This is considered inside. What about this? It's considered inside, but it's considered light. Oh, it's considered above ground, as is this, so it should be okay, in theory. Okay. Make this a justice room, make this a justice room, make this a justice room, so that should be 11. It should go a damn long way towards being everything we need, right? Yeah. Perfectly fine. And there are no criminals, apparently. Go figure. Yes, we have no trouble at all with supplying our food, so we should be more or less okay. All things considered. And I want to do a lot more smoothing. I think I will enable a bunch of guys with the smoothing job, and just I'll engrave using the good guys, but I'll smooth using the crappy ones, obviously. Also, everyone seems to travel along here, so we'll engrave what can be engraved here. Apparently nothing here, but still something. I guess some of you will have grabbed iron breastplates. Right. Bronze breastplate. Bronze breastplate. What about you? If anyone has a iron one, it would be you, right? No, apparently they aren't good enough. Okay, that's fair enough. Not when compared to the awesome bronze we have, at least. And you know, that's okay. I really want to dig around here, find some more castrite, you know, that kind of thing, make more bronze at some point. You're storing items in stockpiles now. Right, cause the wood. Okay, who the frack? Dish map. The mayor. What does he actually have as a job? Oh, he's a potash maker. And an architect, and a pump operator, apparently. And that's perfectly fine by me. Doesn't really bother me. Seems perfectly okay, to be honest. Yep, that's a thing. I think we might want to dig this just for the sake of it looking awesomer. Maybe. I think anyway. Okay, so this has been ordered in grey. Yeah, let's not. We want these done first. And pretty much everyone passes through these stairways at some point. At the very least, the barracks are up here, the thing is up here, they will be going by these quite often, so engraving these actually does make a lot of sense. Because it will make people relax. Alright. Digging of dangerous terrain and stuff. Are there any actual gems you've cancelled digs on? Okay, that's random milk birds, that's completely and utterly meaningless. Alright. Okay. Good-ish. I think we can make this work. Sort of. Masterpiece wood bin, eh? You are finally making that. Okay, Aved, Astaved, the sabers of clobbering. You know, in a strange, fucked up sort of way, it actually fits a shield. It actually does fit. Sabers of fracking clobbering. Jeez. But okay, we have access here, I assume, by now, right? No, we don't. Interesting. And you are happily GRing all of that. Okay, let's take a look at what we have on rough gems, because I do have a feeling we have a few rough gems. So, what do we have? We have some red zircons, we have some clear tourmalines, we have some morions. Well, we could go for either something cheap or something expensive. I think we will... rough gems. Morions... and... okay, let's take another look. I'll start with some crappy gems. But then again, we only have like a couple of hundred, so... yeah, milk quartzes. Quartzes. I mean, we do have some nice things. We have some diamonds. A pity that our good gem guy died. So, quartzes. We'll disable these here and disable morions here, and then we'll enable them here, of course. Quartzes. There we go. Now this should mean that everything there should be moved to the appropriate place, I would think. And you are still not done with that. Damn you. Oh, also unsuspend this by now. Okay, so we're ready to trade. We have... wow, those are worth like nothing because there's no skill involved. You know what? I will take your wood. You can get some crappy metal because clearly you don't know how to work metal. We've established that on numerous occasions. Elves don't ever come with metal crap, and they don't have metal to save their own lives. So there, that's some wood right there. for the win. Okay. Okay, so we're done doing that, and you are moving all of those things. Which is perfectly fine, apparently. Yeah, seems good. Then we have actual cobaltite, which we could dig for glory. I mean, no. Yes, but no. Now, this is not Gabbro. Okay. Okay. So how is this coming along? Okay. Apparently that hasn't been enabled yet. Datan. Where the frack is Datan? Zoom. You are... what? You are a... nobody, you're just hauling things, right? Datan. You are a guy with no job, in fact, other than managing. Well, that and general purpose hauling, of course. Obviously. Let's get those gems. I mean, they're right there. Also, let's get these. Because they're right there. Okay. And, yes, start cutting Morions. That sounds pretty damn good. Let's get started on that. How are our gem guys coming along instantly? Ouch! Ouch! Let's reread this, maybe they've... shit, son! That's rough! Like, really rough. Yeah, that sucks so very hard, actually. What I wouldn't give for a skilled gem cutter, or a skilled encruster, or both, better yet, would be so nice. And you are going after blue garnets, of which we have plenty, but there is so much potential for value that I don't want to actually use those to... with a crappy gem guy. Okay, anyway, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, see you then.